Good morning. I hope everyone is good. Today it is the second day of Vlogmas, so it's December 2nd, and it is 11:05 in the morning. So my first works is my cowl. This is going to be my advent cowl because I haven't actually got any advent and not even got any chocolate. I'm going to have to see if I can find some, but I have children coming on the 15th, so I will need to sort out a small advent for them. But they still won't be in the country till then. So this is going to be my advent, and I'm going to work on one repeat a day, and it took me just over an hour, and I actually did make one mistake, which I fixed. And for some unknown reason, I dropped a stitch. No, I knitted two together, but it was right at the beginning, so but I'd done it so low down, I just made one in the dark, so you won't notice. So, he's banging. I'll show you him in a minute. So that is how much I've done. This is the darkest colour, and it's slowly changing colour as I do more. So my yarn, the cream is truly wool rich, and the tonal is a Zyberball, and this is the denim colourway, so it gets lighter and then it gets darker again and then it gets lighter again. So yeah, so we're slowly going from it's going to like a purpley blue from the very dark. So I should be doing that more than that tomorrow. And I changed bags because the other bag I had was a little bit I changed it to my Eeyore bag, which literally is the perfect colour for it. So it's now living in that bag. I cast on my second yarncozy, and a lot of these yarns, I don't even know what the names are. So these are mystery yarns. So I started my second one. I'm going to try and do a yarncozy, I think it was every 3 days. That took me about half an hour maybe to do, and then I can't remember how many inches, but I'm doing the 50-gram ones, so it's maybe about 2.5 inches or something like that, and then cast it off. So yeah, so that is my next one. This is the only, I think this is all, wrong colour, I think this is the last one I actually have in this. It's from socks. So yeah, so it's quite not bad Christmassy colours. And that is living in my Love Hearts bag. I do need to make a little notions pouch to go in this, because this just has stuff for yarncozies, nothing else. Because the socks from it I did is, these are the socks, and I haven't got a faintest idea what yarn it is. And these go inside my boots. So yeah. I will be casting on my other bits, but I've left them over there because I haven't cast them on yet, so I'm not going to show. So I've done 2 rows on my socks. So I will be putting a film on in a bit, and I'm going to do, it's either 3 or 4 inches for the leg. I don't like a very long leg, and then I shall start the heel flaps, because I'm doing traditional heel flaps. Because I did these ones with the Fish Kiss Lips heel. It's not bad, but it's not my favourite. I prefer to do traditional. And that is living in a new Christmas bag. The other thing I'm going to start is I have some crosses that I'm going to do. So I have a mill hill kit, and this is the holiday, it's one of the holiday seasons. So it's going to be that one. It's quite, the only thing I need to do is need to fix one of the feet broke. But it's got a lot of beading in it. So I have a start. So even if I only do like half hour a day, I'm not really that bothered. And the colours are quite nice. So these are all the colours it comes in. I don't think that belongs in there. Something else. So yeah, so they're quite nice colours. And then it's got so yeah, I noticed one of his, I've got the feel for foot, one of his feet had broken. I was like, no. So we should just be gluing his foot back on. And these are all the beads. You get loads of beads, and doubt if I'll use all of them. But yeah, so they're quite nice Christmas colours. And it says something to do with grey ribbon, which I don't understand what that bit's for. I don't know if there's anything in here that says to use as ribbon. Don't know. I don't know where the ribbon goes, if there's any, because I can't see any ribbon. So yeah, so that is what I will be working on. And this is not Ada, this is perforated paper, so it's all cross stitches. There's no back stitch or anything in it, not that I know of. I don't think there is. Let me check. So in this one you do get some I can't pronounce it. So you get this stitch in it, this one. And it is in, I think it's the windows. So there's like different stitches in the windows. So yeah, so there is back stitch in them, but you've got no like 3/4 cross stitches. So I think it's in the, let me check on that pattern. Oh, it's in the door. So in round the door you got that other stitch, but there's a load of beads in this door as well. So it's round there. So that'd be interesting to try. So that is my cross stitch I'm going to be doing. I was going to be doing a card. If I can be bothered to do it, I will. I do need to make a handmade card. I need to check where my Christmas stuff is, and then we'll do a video on that. But I'm not doing that today. Oh, so I'm going to get myself a cup of tea, and I'm going to start the hat first and get the top bit done and some of the increases, because I need to figure out what you have to do. And then after lunch I shall start my cardigan. I was going to video, there's a tree going up, but I'm going to have grandchildren here and they won't go into video. But I will show you it at the end. But I'm going to quickly show you my terrapin because he's swimming around. So I'm going to turn you around and I'll show you. Back in a second. Hello. So this is my terrapin, and you can see he's like slowly molting. So he's actually asking me to say, please feed me. So his name is Ralph. He's named after one of the Raphael, after Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So let me grab him a bit of food and see if he'll eat. Let me just put the food down. Oh. And he likes to be noisy. And this is the one that sometimes you're hearing scratching on this over there. His tank is nice and warm. If his tank was cold, he would actually go and hibernate, but his tank is quite warm. Let's give him some food. Right, so if I step away from him, because he won't eat if... Go on. Oh. There you go. But if you're up near his tank, he won't eat. And he is about 25 years old. But he is molting. So when my when we clean him, which it gets cleaned every, I don't know, I think it's about once a month, but he gets a full clean. He gets a wash with a toothbrush. And he will hiss. He doesn't like it. But yeah, but you can actually, if my husband has to get anything out of it, he will just put his hand in there. And he will bite, but he will swim away from you. So to say, just go away and leave me alone. So yeah, so this is our terrapin. So he's actually fully mature now. They're fully mature at the ages of 25. So he's actually classed as full maturity. But they can live quite a while. And we've had him since he was about that big. So he was very tiny. But we don't put anything in his tank. We don't put no weird solutions. All he has is water. Because when we went to one place, and there was one there, and he was like, oh, what do you put in your tank? And we're like, water. And he goes, well, what do you do to clean your water with? We don't. We just put water in his tank. We don't put anything, no chemicals, no nothing. Don't see the point. And this is 24 years later. So yeah. Oh, he's looking for the rest of his food. He will eat. We need to get him some more cuttlefish. He likes that. That's good for him. They are omnivorous, so they eat meat, but they eat vegetables. He will every now and again. He likes he will like a bit of cucumber. If we get like small worms out of the garden, he'll eat them. But at the moment, so what he's got there, this is these are fish pellets. He likes them, and then he's got some mealworms which he doesn't really enjoy. But these he really enjoys. A little tiny bit of dry kitten food is good for him as well. He likes them. So yes, so I shall let you go, and that is my terrapin. Right, I'll speak to you later. Bye. Hi, welcome back. It is now 20 to 3, so I'm going to do my last update like now, because I'm going to have, let me sit back. I'm going to have the children here in a bit. So I have, just turn it off a moment. I started my mussleburgh hat using Sheepies are Tribe in the whatever that one says, which is this colourway. And this is, it's supposed to be a sock, but sometimes you get like slubs. So I would, if I knit this on socks again, I would actually go to maybe a 2.5 or even a 2.75, because sometimes it can be thin, sometimes it's a bit thick. So, but it does work. But for 2.25, I find it's a little bit snug, but it works. The other yarn is Drops Nord in, I think it's rose. I think it's the rose colourway. So yeah, they are my colours. I don't know how many increases there are. It's still on double points at the moment. And then it will go to a circular needle. So I am doing it on 3mm needles. And I have done that much. I don't know how many rounds I've done. Count. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I've done 7. I think I've got to do 15, because you measure your head and you cast on for the centre, and then you do an increase round, knit, increase round, knit, and then it tells, and then once you get it to an inch, you measure your gauge per inch, and then it's going to tell how many stitches is how many increases. and it all goes by your gauge swatch. So I think I get 8 stitches for the inch on 3 mils. So yeah, so it's coming out all right. And then I will sew the end in later. Let's get a bit more, just get that rid of that. So yeah, so that's how much I've done. And I think I'm doing it, I think it says 8.9 inches, so it's going to be about 9 inches long, and that is after the increases. And then I will, so I shall get out as much as I can out of this to the 9 inches, and then do the same with that, because I think they're both 50 grams each, and then do the last lot of decreases. So it will be quite big. So yeah, so that's how much I've done on that one. Let's put these ones back away. And these ones are Knit Pro Nova DPNs, but when I get a chance I want to get some of the Chigo DPNs. Stick them back in the yarn cozy so they don't fall out. So my yarn cozy matches my bag, apart from the pink at the top, but the rest of it's the same. So that is my second one. I've actually literally just casting it on. I'm going to cast on my cardigan. So I'm doing a Pure Comfort cardigan by Andre Yetman. So I'll get rid of that. This is, oh no, I want to go up. This is a free pattern. I will link the pattern, and that's what it looks like. I am doing the small, and that comes out a 44-inch chest. So you want it between 8 and 12 positive ease. I'm doing the same size as the lady in it, because we've both got the same chest size. So I'm doing this small. So I'm literally just started to actually cast it on. My yarn is King Cole Mood Duet in the Moody Blue colourway, and this is a wool acrylic blend, which is really soft, and I have it sat on my yarn genie. So as I knit, which is, oh, what are you doing? So as I knit, it's going to slowly unravel and give me a bit more. So it's going to live on that, and then you can take these off. It does dismantle, but I've never bothered dismantling the bobbin itself. And this comes apart. You can take the top off, and the base comes off. So you can buy extra of them. I would like another one of these, the bottom bit. You can buy extra of the bobbins as well, and it's got a magnet in there. So there's a magnet, and there's a magnet at the top, and it just sits on. And then when you're not working on it, it sits actually on the base like that. So that is my yarn genie. I'm just going to stick it on the floor. The kids like it. The kids like to bash it about, which is fun. So yeah, so I need to, so we'll cast on a, where are my needles? So instead of me doing a centre pull, I'm not travelling with this one. What am I going to do? Wrong bits. Oh, there we go. So I have to cast on 56 stitches. And this one, there's no joining in the round. The other one I would like to make, I have another, which is in my Ravelry Q, and it is cables and colour work, but it's called Lead Light, and it is a cardigan, and I think it's Amanda Schauser. I think that's how you pronounce it. I could be wrong. If I am, I'm sorry. And it is cables and colour work, but you do have to stick that one, and I do actually have some yarn for that, which is a West Yorkshire Spinners yarn, but at the moment I'm doing this one because this one is the body is just all stockinette. There is pockets, it's got pockets at the side, but the neckband that you pick up at the end, so you pick up all the stitches, like 300 and some stitches, that's going to be fun, is done in fisherman's, yeah, it's a fisherman's rib shawl collar, so it'll be a turn back collar. So, and that's done in the short needle, and I'm doing something wrong. Try again. So yeah, so I shall have the little end here, and I should just work on my socks this afternoon. I'm not working on the baby cardigan today. I might do some of that, unless I work on it for an hour or so tonight. We shall see, because I'm still on the white. I need to get that bit done and then get into the other part. But I would like to get some of this done to where I get a bit of the shaping put in. So I have to do the shaping, I think it's about 12 repeats of the shaping. Just count this. 2, 4, 6, 48, 9, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8. So yeah, so it's this one. Because I knit English and I knit continental. If I have a lot of purl, I will go into English. I just find it. I just do. I need some markers. So I would. I have some markers. Because this has got quite a bit of purl, and purling doesn't bother me. I don't tend to purl continental if I'm doing a lot, just where I am. I just tend to purl English method, which I have my needle stuck. So when I first started for the first purl one, piece of marker, purl 1, 2, place a marker, purl 8. I need some more markers. I'll have to find more markers. I started knitting when I was about 7, 8ish maybe. We had to learn at school, and so my mum and my dad could knit, and I have something catching on my nail. So we came home from school and I just said to my dad, can you teach me how to knit, please? And he was like, go and pick some needles, pick some yarn. So I did. And he taught me the basics and he says, find a pattern. So within the evening, I'd learned to knit. And I ended up going to school. So it was over a weekend. And I was doing a lace scarf, a lace pattern scarf. I didn't want to do just plain knit. I wanted to do something fancy. So I went to school the following week. 6, 8. Put in a marker. Let's find my other ones. There's a lot of markers going in this one. Pair 1, pair 2. Put in a marker. I'll just stick my light bulb ones in for now till I can find the other ones. They're all over there and I can't bother getting up to get them. Yeah. So yeah, so I went to school and I said to Miss, I says, oh, we're going to teach, learn how to knit this week. And I says, I should just use, I have these markers, just like little baby ones. These will do. And I said, is it okay if I carry on what I'm working on, Miss? And she went, what are you making? I went, a scarf. And she went, okay, oh, a garter stitch scarf. And I was like, no, mine's got a pattern in it, Miss. So I got it out and she was like, who taught you to knit? I went, oh, I just asked my dad because he can knit. And I had broken a nail. Oh my goodness gracious. Why? Just why? I'll be back in a minute. I just need to clip this nail. Hi, I'm back. Sorry about that. I actually cut my nail. So yeah. So for the next few weeks I knitted the scarf and I knitted like Barbie doll clothes and stuff like that. Then a few weeks later she was like, right, next week we're going to learn to crochet. And I was like, oh. So I go home, Dad, because he could knit and crochet, can you teach me how to crochet please, because we have to do it for school. So he was like, okay, go get some yarn, go grab a crochet hook. So I think I got some double knit and I think it was like a number 4 and my alarm's going off. And he taught me to do some granny squares and then it was something that was long. I don't know if it was a scarf or something. And I think I went back doing granny squares. Maybe, I can't remember. I think it was a blanket. I started a blanket. I do remember that. So yes, so I went to school and she said, and I was like, put my hand up and she went, yes. And I says, can I carry you up with the blanket and make you please? Because my dad taught me. And she went, what else can you do? And they said, well, when we come to do sewing, I said, my mum can teach me how to sew. But that wasn't until we got to, it was in the secondary school and we had to make a wrap skirt. And I remember wearing that along. But yes, but my dad was the one who taught me to knit and crochet. So yeah. But I have started, I'm not going to do any more because I need to figure out the increased rows. So I have the neckline started. So I have these markers in, these lighter markers, and I have these darker ones. These ones aren't as good. I'm going to swap them with just these plain ones. And then my progress creepers. Oh, it's a teddy bear. But I might swap him. I've got a couple of Christmas ones. I need to find them. So, but I'll use that one for now. Because I don't know where the other ones are. I'll try and open up this. It's a little tin I have. Try and open it without breaking it another now. No, that's just got light bulb stitch markers. Because the other one I have on here is, this is for my mussleburgh hat. Is a snowflake. I do have some more somewhere and I just need to find them. So yes, that is what I've done. So I'm going to do about half hour on this, and then I want to carry on with my socks. I'm trying to get as much as my socks done as I can. So yesterday I did a video chat with my friend Liv, and that is Liv Stitches on YouTube. I will link her channel below, because we both started either 4 or 5 things over Vlogmas, and we had a bit of a cast on party. We cast on our socks yesterday, so I shall link her channel below, and I shall also link as much of the yarn as I can and the patterns. My socks I can't, because that's my own pattern and it's not completely ready yet, so that's not up. But I'm doing that one. I'm casting on 60 stitches. I'm doing an inch cuff, between it'd be about 3 or 4 inch leg. I don't like them too long, and I'm doing a traditional heel, but I'm doing mine on 2 at a time. I was thinking of putting them onto 9-inch circular needles. We'll see. I might end up swapping them over. We should see how I feel. But at the moment they can stay like they are. But so that's what I'm going to do today before the children arrive. So I get those, they'll be here in about maybe an hour. They're coming straight from school, so they finish at 20 past. So they'll be here about 4 o'clock. So yes, and they're here till tomorrow. But I shall let you all go, and I shall speak to you sometime tomorrow. It might not be until the evening. I don't know. It depends how long they're here. Actually, they might be they have swimming tomorrow if it's on, and he might have football practice, so they might get picked up in the morning, or we have to take them. I don't know. So see what Mum says when she comes. But I shall let you go, and I shall sort this video. I'll see you later.